Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You're watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the top stories. A tribute to the Egyptian journalists and excellencies. And on the international scene, the United Nations accuses Israel of using humanitarian aid as a weapon. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The first batch of Djiboutian pilgrims will arrive in Medina tomorrow. The head of the official Djiboutian Hajj mission, Mr. Ismail Hassan, announced at the press conference that the first batch of Djiboutian pilgrims will arrive safely in the Holy Land on Thursday evening, May 8, 2025. Kempinski Palace Hotel hosted a lunch, a level workshop today to launch the plan of the program dedicated in order to enhance energy efficiency in building. This event was organized by the Minister of Energy in charge of natural resources in collaboration with several international partners, including the German Agency for International Cooperation, the French Development Agency, the French Environment Agency, and the French Global Environment Facilities, but also the Green Climate Change. The workshop brought together senior officials from the Ministry of Energy and along with the key players in the national energy sector and representative of the development partners. The main objective of the meeting was to present the project is objective and dimension to all stakeholders, turn steer a discussion to our plan activities and expected outcomes, and finally address challenges related to project implementation. These workshops serve as an important step toward launching the second phase of the program, which complement the initiative developed by the French Development Agency in Djibouti. And now let's continue with the remarks of the Minister of Energy in charge of Natural Resources, Mr. Younis Ali Igeti.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec un réel plaisir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a real pleasure that we meet again today for this workshop dedicated to the launch of the operational planning of the energy efficiency program in building. I would like to begin by warmly thanking the German Federal Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Action, the German International Development Cooperation Agency, the French Development Agency, the French Global Environmental Facilities, and also the Green Climate Fund. This meeting was a key step in formalizing the launch of a component 2 of the program complementary to that of developed by the AFD in Djibouti, said the minister, by establishing a sure operational framework, defining action priorities, and establishing an implementation schedule and strengthening the coordination but also monitoring mechanism in full conformance with the national commitment in terms of energy efficiency and climate resilience. As you all know, said the minister, energy is a sector of a primary importance for the entire economy. It is essential for the country's development. The Francophone Press Union organized an award ceremony for the outstanding journalist on Wednesday in a celebratory event under the theme Excellence in Journalism. The ceremony was attended by the Minister of Information in charge of Post and Telecommunication, Mr. Rodwan Abdullah Batoun, the Director General of the Djibouti Radio Television Corporation, Mr. Aden Abdi Jama, as well as the Chinese ambassador to Djibouti and the president of Francophone Press Union, Mr. Kennedy During the ceremony, several media professionals who distinguished themselves in their journalism file were honored. Journalist Saeed Mohammed received the first prize in recognition of quality and accuracy of his journalistic prize, his journalistic project, while Mohammed Mohamud received the second prize for his commitment and distinguished coverage of sport edition. The third prize went to the photographer Aja Al Qarn, the newspaper, for his distinguished work, which succeeded in accurately and professionally conveying the reality on the ground through his noble work. In his speech, the Mr. Kennedy, president of the Djibouti Federation of Francophone Press, praised the vital role by the press in supporting social development. Let us listen his speech.
Avec une profonde émotion.
In his opening speech, UPF Djibouti President Kennedy Ibrahim Hussein praised the dynamism of national press, emphasizing the central role of journalists, reporters, technicians, and editors in building a better informed society. He reaffirmed the importance of press freedom and the quality information in a context marked by the fake news and digital transformation. This award is a shining light in the career of our laureate on the encouragement to pursue their mission with the integrity and professionalism. He said the Ministry of Telecommunication has accomplished the most important achievement, which is the strengthening of professional capacity of the media. The Djibouti Francophone Press Union reiterates its commitment to continue its effort to promote a free, ethical, and responsible press serving the public and the truth. He concluded. For his part, the Minister of Information in charge of Post and Telecommunication, Mr. Rodwan Abdullahi Bahdon, reiterated the government's commitment to supporting freedom expression. Let us listen to his speech.
Permettez-moi tout d'abord de saluer avec solennité cette cérémonie.
The Minister of Communication, Radwan Abdullahi Bahdon, highlighted the government's commitment to a free, modern, and professional media sector. He reiterated that in a world marked by the instant information and social media, the role of journalists is more crucial than ever. The Minister reaffirmed the authorities' commitment to supporting continuing education, the modernization of work tools, and the protection of a freedom of expression. Within a straightened legal framework, the press prize is not limited to a simple award. It reflects a national ambition carried to the highest level of the state. This ambition consists the building of a free professional press deeply rooted in the Republican values. We owe this ambition to the enlightened leadership of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Margeli, who has tirelessly champion the freedom and development of the media sector. Among the pillars of our national trajectory, the President of the Republic has made a clear choice, a modern, responsible national press that plays a role in the development of our country. This choice reflects in strict reform and investment in the infrastructure and communication. As part of its commitment of social responsibility and inclusion, the Curbon Agency officially handed over equipment to the National Agency for Persons with a Special Need. This ceremony held at the agency's headquarters marked a new phase in the faithful cooperation between the two institutions. The equipment provided consists of 15 conventional wheelchairs 15 electric welfare, and 2 white can. This initiative aimed to enhance the independence and social participation of persons with special need by providing them with better opportunities for access to mobility, information, and integration. Importantly, a second phase of this support initiative is scheduled to be launched. The ceremony was attended by the chairman of the Caribbean Agency, Director General of the National Agency for People with Special Need. In his speech, the chairman of the Caribbean Agency emphasized the importance of this equipment for people with special needs, saying that we are pleased with the contribution of this tool, which also reflects our commitment to building a bridge toward the better equality and inclusion of the people with special need. In turn, the Director General of the National Agency for People with Special Need, Mr. Douali Said, expressed his gratitude to the Caribbean institution, saying that this support provides a platform to strengthen the partnership between Caribbean Foundation and the National Agency for People with Special Need. Indeed, the two organizations have previously successfully collaborated on a workshop to produce eco bags designed to economically empower women with a special need. A historic event was held this morning at the Sheraton Hotel to celebrate three major diplomatic milestones: the 15th anniversary of the European Union's diplomatic engagement in Djibouti, the 25th anniversary of AU and European Union partnership, and 75th anniversary of the European Union Constitute for the action made. The meeting brought together diplomatic representatives, member of Djiboutian government, experts, and development partners for a panel discussion on the theme 25 years of African Union and European Union commitment to providing a better future for the future generation. This commemorative event addressed several key topics reflecting the richness and depth of the African Union and European Union partnership. Issued discussion include peace and security, but also the cornerstone of regional cooperation as well as governance, sustainable development, and the inclusion of the younger generation in decision-making process. In his speech, the ambassador of European Union in her speech said, "We are gathered today here to celebrate European Union's Day. It was on May 9, 1950 that Robert Schuman delivered what is considered the founding speech of European Union. One of the essential objectives was to make war no longer possibility, and the vision of our founding father remained true for a long time. But in this regard, unfortunately, once again on the doorstep for the extent of which European integration remains valid, and how strong Europe is when it's act together, and how necessary peace remain for the development and prosperity of all people." In his speech, the Director of Multilateral Relations, Mr. Gili Idris Omar, he said that 9 May is a day to celebrate peace and unity across Europe, but also in the African Union. The date marks the anniversary of declaration of the year 1950, when French Foreign Minister proposed that joint authorities oversee coal and production in France and Germany. Europe was struggling to overcome the devastation caused by the war, and pulling the production will be, and the declaration make the unprecedented material impossible. As part of the national campaign to raise awareness of trained people with a special need in sport, Mr. Abdul Qadir Hamid, winner of the Presidential Grand Prize, launched the first phase of his tour of the capital in Djibouti. After including his tour of the interior region, he began his visit in the municipality of Bulaus, where he received warm welcome from the mayor of Balbala. Mr. Abdul Qadir Hamid first met with the local official to discuss ways to promote sport for people with special needs. This was followed by an expanded awareness session attended by neighbors of the neighborhood and the civil society representative on the importance of integrating people with a special need into sport. The mayor congratulated Hamid on receiving the Presidential Grand Prize, recommending his noble initiative and affirming the municipality's commitment to support all the sport activities. In his speech, the mayor of Bulaus expressed his pride in this initiative by congratulating Mr. Hamid on the winning of the President's Grand Prize. He also emphasized the municipality's commitment to supporting programs from the integration of people with special needs into sport, giving their positive impact in consolidating the values of solidarity and community participation. In an important step toward promoting table tennis in Djibouti, the Djibouti Table Tennis Federation signed an official partnership agreement with Turkish Table Tennis Federation during a ceremony held today in Istanbul, by attended by the president of Djibouti Federation, Mr. Mohammed Omar, and his Turkish counterpart. The agreement aimed to strengthen cooperation between the two parties through the exchange of technical expertise, the organization of training courses for coaches and players, the development of sports infrastructure in Djibouti. This agreement also provides the opportunity for Djiboutian players to participate in Turkish club tournament. And now moving on to the international scene. The United Nations accused Israel of using humanitarian aid as a weapon of war in Gaza Strip. Detail in this report. The United Nations has accused Israel of using humanitarian aid as a weapon of war in Gaza Strip, sending bombs instead of water and food. A spokesperson for the UN office said that they saw people searching through the garbage trying to find something to eat. Said the spokesperson of UN for the coordination of humanitarian affairs during a press briefing in Geneva. There is a desperate need for food, water, healthcare, and shelter, but instead Gazan people are being bombed. He said, "This is the harsh, brutal, and inhuman reality of the situation." He continued, "The World Food Program, one of the main food suppliers in Gaza Strip, announced on April 25 that he had exhausted all its stock. The UN continues to warn the humanitarian catastrophic situation and the risk of famine facing the approximately 2.4 million Palestinians in this territory, which has been subject to a total blockade by Israel since March 2. The artificial intelligence could boost African economic growth. For more details in this report. artificial intelligence could increase global economic output by up to 15 percentage point and in Africa by up to 4.9 percentage point over the next decade. According to a new studies, this will add a full percentage point to annual growth rates, a level comparable to that experienced by the world during 19th century industrialization. The report valuing Manton draws a data-driven scenarios analysis that reveal that global growth division from the artificial intelligence are not guaranteed and depend on the responsible deployment, clear governance and public but also organizational trust. In other scenarios analysis by this project characterized by the lower trust and cooperation, the artificial intelligence's additional contribution to the global economic will be more modest at 8% or just 1% in a pessimist scenarios. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.